Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of TekTopia UnderGround. This is the series where we're playing FTB Presents StoneBlock 2 loaded with Tango Tek's TekTopia mod. Today we're starting things off in our supply closet. I think we named this place. Yep, supply closet. Where last episode we finished all of this wonderful machinery, getting us tons of resources. So we've got a boatload of all of these metals, stone, gravel, dirt, yada yada, and then all of these fancy things. So we've managed to get an incredible amount of quartz over here, plus we've got a backstock of soul sand. Our power source has been keeping up just fine. We've got a massive amount of emeralds and diamonds here, so it's time, well, massive for, episode 5. But it's time to get started with a couple things. Number one, we need to address something that my kids have been nagging me about for the past couple episodes, and that's my pet rock disappeared. So I looked back through the footage and I never got hearts off of the guy. So I'm pretty sure that he just despawned. I mean, I didn't get any chat notifications. I certainly didn't kill him. I think I just got far enough away and he just despawned because he wasn't actually a pet. So I went ahead and made another pet rock with this. Let's see if I can find the order form here. Yep, pet rock order form. So it's just ink and some paper, and you can order a pet rock. You just right click on it and it gives you another one. I also did take a trip to the mining dimension in between episodes just to check it out, and got some more stonium. So let's go ahead and get our pet rock going again. There he is. Check him out. He's cute. Now hopefully we got enough to tame him. There we go. Now what does he do? Do he do anything? Doesn't seem like he does anything. Like, just don't be in the way. Can I make him sit? Haha, look at that. That's funny. Sitting. Oh, that's sitting. That's not sitting. Oh, look at him smile. Ah, that's cute. You just stay there now. I guess he doesn't like sitting. Well, too bad. So we're gonna put this in here for now. So we're gonna kickstart things off. I want to do a little bit more exciting stuff than last episode. Last episode was very grindy. One of the things that I want to do to help myself out here, cut down on all this travel, is I'm gonna make some of these travel anchors. Let's see. So we're gonna need some pulsating iron nuggets, just like so, to make pulsating crystals. And then I believe it's like this and like this. Nope, it must be the other way then. So let's just swap these around, and that'll give us 2 travel anchors. Yeah, now I don't have a staff of traveling, but that's not required for a travel anchor. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one right here, and then we'll get them painted another time. We're gonna name this home, I guess, for now, for lack of a better term. And then we'll put the other one down in front of the mob area, so I don't have to keep running down there. And since we're headed down that way, I've loaded this golden chest with some goodies to get started with today's episode. So the first thing we need to accomplish is, let's just put you right here for now, is that we need to get started with some storage. We need some better storage. I've got plenty of drawers all over the place with random junk. I've got these chests here, a bunch of stuff in there, all of this stuff here, and it's just getting to be too much. So we need a storage room. Let's see. So in here we've got, I moved all of the mob drops from down below to up here, so that way, we would have everything up here. So I got these ender chests from a quest reward, so everything just comes through here, gets loaded in there down there, comes through here up here, and gets put into these drawers. So we've got some stuff, not a whole lot because I haven't spent time down there in range, so everything despawns pretty quickly, but we need to find a place. We're gonna set this storage up, and I'm thinking maybe we'll just do it in here. I mean, this is my bedroom, right? That's probably where I think we should do it. So let's grab a crafting table or crafting station and get started, and I'll show you how refined storage works. So I understand, I've been researching recently, and I understand that apparently AE2 is supposed to be a lot better in terms of more flexible and more things you can do with it. And I'll check it out. I honestly haven't played with it nearly as much as I've played with refined storage. I just really like refined storage, so that's why I stick with it. I know it's easy to get started with. It's definitely a better early game digital storage system. So with refined storage, let's look at what we've got here. Refined. So the very first block you need to make is this controller here. Your controller, well, obviously you need the parts for it, but your controller is the main hub. That's what makes the whole system work. And it's simply quartz enriched iron, advanced processor, machine casing, and some silicon. Machine casing is just more quartz enriched iron. That's made from 3 iron ingots and a quartz. It nets you 4 iron, so it's very easy to get once you've got a quick setup. Your advanced processor is made from smelting down a raw advanced processor, which is how all the processors are made. It's processor binding, silicon, redstone, and diamond for advanced, gold for improved, and iron for basic processors. That'll give you your raw processors. You simply smelt them up, and then you get these deals here. And then the way you get go back to it, processor binding is simply slime and string, and that nets you 8 apiece. So let's take a look at what I've gotten so far. So right now I've got a controller, 4 disk drives. Disk drives are used to hold the storage housing, or they are the storage housing for the storage disks, which actually hold your items. And then we've got a crafting grid, which allows us to access the system and craft through it. And then we've got 2 other grids that I'm going to be using to make different things. We've got some extra processors, destruction core and construction core, which those are other parts that are used for all kinds of different pieces here, network transmitters, so on and so forth. The grids, external storage, importers, yeah, all these fun stuff. Crafting upgrades, crafters, yeah. So we will definitely be needing some of these. I don't have a whole lot on hand at the moment, but we'll get them. So the first thing that we need to get started with is making some storage disks, because you know, it's not going to do us a lot of good to have all of this if we can't store any items in it. So let's look. I'm sure that this 64K storage disk is going to take a lot of doing. So that's 3 of these for one of those. So that would be 9 of these. That would be 27 of these, is that right? 27 of these? Yeah, so 27 of these. So I think we've got all the parts to make that work. So I'm gonna get those crafted up and show you when I'm done. All right, so I got everything crafted up, and let's get this set up. I dug out the back wall of my bedroom a little bit, and we're gonna get set up right here. So this is our controller. That's gonna be the brains of the entire system. And we'll just hook up some disk drives just on either side for now. And I'll put one of these storage disks. I wound up making 2 of these, so they hold 64,000 items each. And yeah, I just want to put them in one. But we get those there, and I'll get more crafted up as time goes on. And we'll put this crafting grid right here. And now the only thing that we need to add is power. So I also went ahead and made some of these flex points. I made a flex plug and put it down there on our power setup. So now we just need to put this point, and I'm gonna put it down here. That way it's out of sight. So let's just flunk that baby down there. Power out network. And there we go, it's filling up. Yeah, buddy. I'm excited. So now we're gonna we've got this big crafting grid here holding all our items, and now we're gonna have to figure out a way to get all of those items into here. So I don't think I've got any room to go any farther back. Maybe a little bit without cutting into these stairs, but I can set up a system with ender chests to automatically pipe items into here. So I think for right now though, I'm just going to start grabbing stuff and get rid of all these chests and move everything over. So we'll just take all of this junk like this, walk it in here, and just like that we can just plug everything in. And that is the last of the items going in here. I also took the time to craft up some of these items down here. You'll see we've got network receivers, transmitters, cables, and external storage. And what those are going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to link up all of these drawer sections with drawer controllers on them. We've got one there, one. We don't have a drawer controller in here, so we'll have to get one to add this to the network. And then the main one over there. So the way this works, I've got to set up with one network receiver, one network section, and I'm only doing one for now because it is a significant power drain. And the one downside to the system is that if you run out of power, then you can't access any of your stuff, which that stinks. So we try not to do that. So for this one and this one, I'm just gonna run cables under the stone here, and let's actually do that together real fast because it is super simple to do. So we're gonna dig down, let's call it 2. Yep, 2. That way I can, you know, cover it up afterwards. All right, so now once we plug this external storage onto this drawer controller, and we run this cable from there all the way back and connect it to our system. Oops, I blocked myself in. Just like that. Let me out. And then we'll just cover that up, and then when we look in here, there's all those items. We can see that they're all linked. So I can pull up, you know, any of this essence here, any of these loot crates, they're all seen by this system. So that is pretty sweet. I think I have a wand. Let's grab our wand. Fix it that way. Bam. There we go. So now that one's done, and I'll run cable over to this one once we get a drawer controller. I'm not really in a hurry to see all this in our system just yet. It's not really necessary, but I do want to have access to all of this stuff in our system. So let's come down here and see how we're going to do that. We come up here to our drawer controller. That's going to be that block there. Let's come down here where we can look at it. So now we need to hook this up with an external storage. And where do we want to put this? I don't want it to be in the way. Let's just put it right there. So we'll put this network receiver here. I think that's the one we need. Yep, network receiver. And we'll hook a cable to it. And then we're going to use this network card. And if we just right click on this and then look at it, you can see it's linked to 681.31. And if we look, that's what that block is looking at on the left there, 681.31. Yep. So now those are linked. So now we just come back over to our main system where our controller is. And then we plug in this transmitter here. And as long as it's touching any of these components, it'll link. So I'll just put it right there. You can tell it's got power when it lights up. Missing network card, so we just put that in there. Tells you it's 28 blocks away, and if we click on here, there is all of our stuff. So we can see all the ingots, nuggets, so on and so forth. There's everything we have access to. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Let's come over here and just check out, see what our power drain is right now. I hooked up this capacitor and it's still max, so we're not even touching our power, and you can see that this bugger is lit up blue now. So all that is connected, and now we have access to all of our items here in, minus those trees, here in our bedroom, our cute little bedroom. But the next project that we need to get on today is, now that we've got storage to hold everything, we need to upgrade our mob farm. So I've got some stuff here. I'm gonna put a travel anchor down there so I can get down there to access it pretty easily. But yeah, we're gonna upgrade our mob farm. So I'm gonna get a couple more parts together and meet you down, way down low at bedrock level. All right, now we're down here in the basement. I went ahead and took off the advanced item collector so that way we don't get all of our items sucked up while we're working. But today what I want to do here is I want to swap out these spikes. Let's vein mine those. I know you guys can't see anything in here. Let me see if I can get some lights. Let's get that out of here. Let's put down some lights. Just for the time being. So I want to swap these out, and I think I'm gonna need to rearrange how some of these work too. I know I didn't cover it in the last episode, but for those of you that didn't know, vector plates are pretty cool. They just push you in whatever direction the arrows are pointing. These vector plates are very slow. So I want to get those out of here. They are definitely decreasing the rates of this farm. So I'm going to want to upgrade those now that we've got the capability. So let's just plug down some torches to kill all the mob spawns in here while I go back up and get us some better stuff. I don't think I need that because mobs can't spawn on bedrock. But also what we're going to do is we're swapping out our spikes for this mob masher here. And the reason this is cool is because this counts as a player kill. So it lets us get any of the loot that you could only get if you killed the mob. So that's gonna seriously increase the amount of loot we're getting. And I also made some upgrades for it. So I've got looting 10, smite 10, and sharpness 10. So it's gonna kill the mobs a lot faster than those spikes, and we're gonna get better loot. So that's pretty cool. The next thing we're gonna need to do is see about upgrading our vector plates. So let's plunk this travel anchor down here, and let's get that name. Let's name that Bedrock. That's a cool name. And even though I don't have a staff of traveling, I should be able to just look up to the next one and jump, and it'll teleport me. And then look down to that one and jump, and it'll teleport me. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Let's take a look in here. I don't think we've got the materials to make the upgraded fast vector plates. Let's take a look. Vector plate. Takes dark sugar, which takes wither dust, unstable ender pearl, which is wither dust. Unstable, yeah, I just looked at that. Dark sugar, wither dust. Dwindle cream, what's dwindle cream? Oh yeah, more wither dust. So yeah, it takes wither dust, which obviously to get, we need to kill wither skeletons. So we're gonna have to put this farm back together to get the materials to upgrade the farm, which that's okay, that shouldn't take long. So the way you get wither skeletons is you put witch water and let skeletons spawn, and when skeletons touch the witch water, they will turn into wither skeletons. So we're gonna have to play this smart. We're gonna wanna go into the sides this way and there. That way anything that touches this will get pushed in. Yeah, so you gotta shift. If you shift, then you can walk over it no problem. And then we'll probably wind up, it'll probably be a good idea to at least close off one side, but we want spiders to be able to go in there too. So maybe let's change that. Let's put it this way. And then we'll put some on the sides this way. That's probably a better way to do it. There we go. All right, so that's the finished product here. I thought about putting the witch water right here in the middle, but without the fast vector plates, I don't want mobs getting caught here, first off. And second, I want to, I don't necessarily want to get only witch water type drops, so wither skeletons, charge creepers, and things like that. I don't necessarily only want to get those. So for right now, I'm going to put it here, and then later when we can upgrade these vector plates to faster ones to make sure that they can have enough momentum to clear the water and get pushed to the vector plate on the other side, because I don't want anything getting caught here. Then I'll rearrange things in here. For right now, I'm going to get these punched out, and then we'll get it started up. All right, so all the lights are punched out. We're ready to fire it up. I went ahead and put these spikes up top just to prevent any spiders from climbing up there, and hopefully to get rid of the occasional bat, because they make really annoying sounds. So now that that's ready, it should be activated simply by putting a redstone torch there. Yep, there we go. And now that thing is super deadly. So let's come out here. I'll take you back, and then let's get our advanced item collector put back on it and set up for success. There we go. And now let's make like a tree and get out of here. So now that that's set up, we should have tons of loot flowing in here, all kinds of stuff that we haven't gotten before. So let's go ahead and take some of these. There's our wither dust already. And let's sort these out and get everything plugged in here. We'll need some more drawers for sure. All right, so now we're all set up with these drawers. We've got our wither dust now, but I'm gonna let us get a little more than just one before we start messing with it again. But I think that's gonna start putting out a lot. There's a few more upgrades we're gonna need to make once we've got some more materials on hand, but I think we're in much better shape now. We've got all this good loot. I cleaned up some of the drawers and rearranged things, and now we've got 2 of these legendary loot crates. So let's pop these open. Cross your fingers, hope we get something good. Insanium essence, that is awesome. And 2 more storage upgrades. That's less awesome. Let's just put them in there. There we go. This I am pretty excited about, though. This can go a long way towards getting us started in mystical agriculture. So the last thing I want to do before we call it a day, I want to look through this quest book and and check off everything we've done and kind of get a plan together. So let's look here. I did visit the mining dimension. I'll show it to you guys at some point. It's really boring. I mean, it's just a bunch of more stone and some ores. Let's see, 4 capacitors. That's cool. So sometime soon we're gonna go to the end, but not really reach the end and go through all of these deals. But we're a little ways away from that. Let's look at, did I claim these? Not yet. Yes, yet. Haven't gotten that one. Where am I missing one? Oh, down here, I made a small storage crate. All right. 4 watermills, that's cool. That'll come in handy. And let's see, let's look at all the chickens that I made. I did make a log chicken. Hopper's cool, lapis chicken. Forge lexicon, I have no idea what that is, so we'll find out. Sand chicken, more hoppers, that's awesome. That would have been nice a while back. That's garbage. And another star crux, that is actually really cool. We're gonna be needing that sometime in the near future as well. So, all right, so not too shabby. I think we've got some over here. Yeah, I made some of these. I'll show you these at some point. I'm still learning about this mod, and I've I've spent a lot of time grinding on this, just trying to figure out how it works. And that, perfect. That's what I was hoping for, was ender chests. And a garden cloche. All right, so those are some cool rewards from those quests, but unfortunately that's all the time we're gonna have for today. Let me plunk this down and let's check and see how much. Yeah, everything's clearing out. So yeah, unfortunately that's all the time we're gonna have for today, so we're gonna have to call it here. If you liked it, please click that like button, consider subscribing, share this with your friends, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have a great night.